Well, it's a crazy story.
So Ashley and I met at my buddy Grant's wedding in September 2013.
A friend, mutual friend, introduced us, and it was just like, hi, like not to try to set us up, just hi, nice to meet you.
That was right about the time that I had started a gym, Result Fitness, and later on that year in December, Ashley and a friend actually started coming to the gym to train with my friend Grant, whose wedding we had attended.
So my friend and I went there for several months.
And over the course of the next few months, December, January, February, mutual friends were kind of in my ear about Ashley, but she had a boyfriend at the time. But a lot of people thought, that we would be a good match. In
springtime, we actually had a friend come with us one Saturday to try it out. And later on, after we had been to class that day, the girl that we had brought with us told my friend, she was like, what's up with Joshua and Priest? Like, he follows her around everywhere. And we were like, what? No, he doesn't. So anyway, after that, my friend and I, we started watching him at the gym, and he did kind of follow me around and help me an awful lot. I was out of town during the summer, and my friend had gone to the gym, and it was just her and Joshua there by themselves, and she had kind of like brought me up to him. And I was like, so what do you think? Kind of like, we gotta figure out what's going on. Like, we gotta get this thing going if we're gonna do this. Like, what's up?
Ashley's training partner and friend Jessica had a personal training session with me at the gym, and had just brought up Ashley. And I guess this is the first time I'd actually talked like one-on-one with someone about potential with Ashley and I. And I guess I did express some interest.
Everybody's trying to kind of set us up, like all these people that we were mutual friends with had been saying things to him, and people that we were friends with that went to the gym were saying things to him. And then I kind of became available.
And later on that summer, a friend of mine had asked if I wanted to go to the Breakfast Club, and so we got a group together to go, and I had mentioned to Jessica that we would be going down there, and I think she mentioned that Ashley actually enjoyed going to the Breakfast Club and had seen them previously.
And she was like, oh, okay. Oh yeah, that sounds great, we might go. So she calls me immediately, she's like, Ashley, they're going to the Breakfast Club on Saturday night. Like, he told us we should come. So all week, I'm like, I don't know if I should go, what if he's there with another girl? Like, we don't know who's gonna be there. And I'm texting my friend, I'm texting my sister, I'm like, what should I do? Should I just stay home? I'm scared. So it's 9 o'clock, and it's like, okay, you gotta decide. Like, this is like a moment. Like, you have to, like, this could be make it or break it. So I text my friend and I'm like, we gotta go, like, let's go to Breakfast Club. And he still didn't even really get it when we got there, that we were there, like, for, like, set up, like, oh, Ashley's here to see you. So his friend told him, finally, like, kind of figured out we are here, like, set us up or whatever. So then it was like all good, it wasn't awkward. Like, we just hung out all night, we listened to our 80s music, and it was so much fun.
And we ended up meeting down there that night and hanging out for the first time. So the next week after Breakfast Club, Ashley had asked me to go see the Avett Brothers, which I found out was her favorite group.
So I asked him if he was available to go to see the Avett Brothers, who they are my favorite band ever. He said he wanted to go with me. So we very awkwardly rode all the way to Knoxville and went to eat, and then we went to the Avett Brothers, and I saw one of my friends at the concert, and I'm like, look. And so I call her and I'm like, yeah, this is the second time we've hung out and he's at the Avetts with me. Like, this is a test. Like, this is a big deal. So we leave, and he said he liked it and he had fun, so that was a good thing.
And we did that the next Friday, I guess first official time that we hung out together, just the two of us. So it turns out that going to the Avids happened exactly 1 year after we had met at Grant and Kylie's wedding the year before on September 20th.
So like during the week, we would kind of talk, but it'd be awkward because it's like, we want to hang out, but what do you do?
So I guess at this point, we're just making time to hang out on the weekends, see each other at the gym during the week. And my 30th birthday actually ended up being the next weekend on Saturday. And that morning, I was actually over at my brother's and kind of got a hint that there might be a party and potentially that Ashley might be invited. I got pretty excited about that.
And his sister-in-law and a friend of his family, they both called me and said that his family was having a surprise birthday party for him and they wanted me to come.
Show up that night, there was a surprise party for my 30th, and Ashley was there kind of thrown in the fire with all my good friends, close friends, and all my family 2 weeks into us hanging out.
So that was kind of scary, but it all worked out.
So after the 30th birthday, we continued to hang out, spend as much time together as possible.
We started hanging out like more often and just like stupid random things like excuses to hang out. Like he would be like, do you want to go walk around Regional Park? And I'd be like, oh yeah, sure. And be like, okay, do you want to go walk around City Park? Oh yeah, sure. And so then like after a few weeks went on, he'd be like, do you want to go run 3 miles at Regional Park? And I'd be like, sure, yeah. I mean, it's like, who cares what we do as long as we get to hang out together and spend time together. So we would just come up with like stupid little, like, oh yeah, let's just go walk around the block. Like little things so we could spend time together.
You know, we spent a lot of time together, went on a beach trip, traveled to a couple of races that I was doing out of state, and just really got to know each other. And you know, during that period, like, you know, really knew that she was the one. In January, just randomly one day, I had asked my mom and sister to go up to the jewelry store with me to help me pick out a ring. End up making like 3 trips to Knoxville over the next 3 days, and trying to avoid letting Ashley know that anything's going on. I had gone up there to the jewelry store to get a ring, but really had no idea what I was, or how I was going to propose or anything. But once I got the ring, I knew that I couldn't wait. I couldn't hold on to it. I had to get it to her and ask her to marry me. We
had sort of talked about it, but nothing like specific. We hadn't looked at rings or anything like that. But so together we make, we'll make like workout videos to post on like Instagram, Facebook, whatever.
So I told Ashley that I had an idea that we could post to Instagram. So I set up the camera, which was normal. Thought it'd be cool to kind of capture that moment. And she had absolutely no idea. And during the workout, we were actually using a ring, a wooden ring that we use at the gym. And the workout that we were trying to attempt was very difficult, very challenging, probably impossible, and we really struggled with it.
And what we were doing was like really hard. It was like impossible. And so we tried it, and I about fell on my face. I'm like, I don't think we can do this. Like, I don't think I'm physically capable of doing this. So like in the middle of the video, he's like being really patient with me, like, oh yeah, you can do it. Like very, oh yeah, it's gonna be okay. And I'm like, no, I can't do this. And so we keep trying again and again. And then like in the middle of the video, he pulls out the ring and asks me.
And on our last failure, I just asked Ashley if she'd like to use this ring instead, and pulled it out of my pocket and asked her to marry me.
So since January, our lives have been turned upside down and completely devoted to our wedding and all of the wonderful things that we've got to do because of our wedding and our planning.
So the last 3 months have been kind of a whirlwind. A lot of things going on, a lot of planning, a lot of changes in both of our lives. But just so excited for this day to come.
And so now we're about to get married. And it's like happily ever after. Like all these things just fell into place. We never knew each other. We had no clue. And then all these things happened and it just, all the timing was perfect. And now we're here.
So excited.